You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, January 15th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. Warner Bros. Is delaying the release of its Sopranos prequel film to the fall. Variety reported Wednesday that The Many Saints of Newark, a prequel to the HBO series The Sopranos, will now open in September. The Many Saints of Newark was originally slated for release in September 2020, but was delayed to March 12 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The movie is now set for September 24th. The Many Saints of Newark will be released simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max, according to Variety. Deadline said AMC and other movie theater chains are negotiating terms on a film-by-film basis. Warner Bros. Announced in December that it will release its entire 2021 film slate in theaters and on HBO Max simultaneously. The Sopranos, created by David Chase and starring late actor James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano, had a 6-season run on HBO from 1997 to 2007. The Many Saints of Newark is directed by Alan Taylor, with Chase as a producer. The Many Saints of Newark is set in 1960s and 1970s New Jersey. Alessandro Novolo plays Dickie Moltisanti, Christopher Moltisanti's father, with John Berthinaud as Giovanni Johnny Boy Soprano, Tony Soprano's dad, and Gandolfini's son Michael Gandolfini as a young Tony Soprano. Apple TV Plus released the trailer for its original film Cherry on Thursday. Tom Holland stars as a military veteran turned bank robber. The trailer begins with Cherry pushing a handwritten note on a dollar bill to a bank teller. The trailer continues to show Cherry falling in love with Emily, played by Sierra Bravo, but get torn away from her when he enlists. Screenwriters Angela Russo-Ostat and Jessica Goldberg adapted the Nico Walker novel. Joe and Anthony Russo directed. The Russos previously directed Holland in the Marvel films Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Holland has a busy film slate. His film Chaos Walking is due for release March 5th. He has begun filming Uncharted, in which he will play video game hero Nathan Drake. Holland is also returning for a third Spider-Man film. Cherry will be in theaters February 26th and on Apple TV Plus on March 12th. Disney Plus is giving a glimpse of the new film Flora and Ulysses. The streaming service shared a trailer for the family comedy Thursday, featuring Matilda Lawler as Flora Buckman, a young comic book fan who befriends a superhero squirrel. The preview shows Flora and her parents, played by Allison Hannigan and Ben Schwartz, discover Ulysses' unique superpowers. Flora says in a voiceover, "Every superhero comes to us with a purpose. We don't always see it at first because we don't always know where to look." Flora and Ulysses is based on the Kate DiCamillo book of the same name. The film is directed by Lina Khan and produced by Gil Netter. Flora and Ulysses premieres February 19th on Disney Plus. Disney Plus will release WandaVision, a new series set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, on Friday. The show stars Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen, who discussed the series at a recent press conference. Amazon released the trailer for their original movie, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, on Thursday. Kathryn Newton and Kyle Allen play a couple, repeating the same day. As the trailer begins, Mark approaches Margaret to ask her if she experienced a time anomaly. She is, so they bond over their favorite experiences of the day in which they are stuck. Time loops are a popular comedic and science fiction device. The most famous example was Groundhog's Day, in which Bill Murray lived February 2nd over and over again. Lee Grossman is adapting his own short story from the Map of the Tiny Perfect Thing screenplay. Ian Samuels is directing. Amazon's lists a running time of 139 minutes. The sci-fi rom-com is rated PG-13. Allen previously appeared in the Hulu drama The Path and the apocalypse season of American Horror Story. He plays a jet in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story remake. Newton deals with the supernatural in Paranormal Activity 4 and last year's body swap horror film Freaky. She is set to play Ant-Man's daughter in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The Map of Tiny Perfect Things premieres on Amazon Prime February 12th. Former American Idol judge Paula Abdul says she thinks Ellen DeGeneres did a good job on the show. The 58-year-old singer and television personality shared her thoughts Wednesday on Watch What Happens Live on how DeGeneres replaced her on American Idol following her departure from the series. Abdul left American Idol in 2009 after 8 seasons as a judge. DeGeneres joined Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, and Kira Gardardi on the judging panel in season 9. On Watch What Happens Live, Abdul was asked what her reaction was to DeGeneres' casting and what she thought of DeGeneres' judging skills. Abdul says, well, first of all, I was ready to leave, so I had already made peace with that. And I thought Ellen would be great. I really did. Her perspective was just a fan, a regular person in the audience watching, and I thought she did a good job. DeGeneres said on the Howard Stern show in 2015 that joining American Idol was one of the worst decisions she made. On Watch What Happens Live, Abdul answered other shady questions, including which Jackson was the best dancer. She said, the best dancer is Michael Jackson, referencing to the late singer. There's no one like Michael. I don't think there will ever be anyone like Michael again. Abdul was also asked if she can name one winner from the American Idol reboot featuring Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie as judge. Abdul could not name a winner. In another segment, Abdul offered her thoughts on the Real Housewives of Orange County cast. Abdul says she has so much faith in Shannon Beador's relationship with Jensen. Katie Couric, Mayim Bialik, Aaron Gordon, and Bill Whitaker have been tapped to guest host future episodes of Jeopardy following the death of longtime host Alex Trebek. The new guest host will appear after former Jeopardy champion Ken Jennings finishes his guest hosting run, followed by executive producer Mike Richards, who will be helming the game show for 2 weeks. Each guest host will include a donation being made to the charity of their choice. The amount donated will equal the cumulative winnings of the contestants that compete during the week they serve as guest hosts. Couric will become the first ever female host of Jeopardy. Whitaker is also a journalist, appears on 60 Minutes. Bialik is an actress who appeared on The Big Bang Theory, now stars in Call Me Kate, expressed her excitement for her guest hosting on Twitter. Bialik says, I'll take #dreams come true for 500 please. From being an answer on the show to guest hosting, this is literally a dream come true for me. I've been such a fan of Jeopardy and Alex Trebek since I can remember. It will be an honor to guest host and celebrate his great legacy. Rogers, the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, became a celebrity Jeopardy champion in 2015. He announced he was going to guest host the program on Tuesday while appearing on the Pat McAfee show. Trebek died at the age of 80 in November following a battle with pancreatic cancer. HBO Max said Thursday it has ordered 8 episodes of Julia, a drama about the late chef, author, and TV personality Julia Child. The show will star Happy Valley actress Sarah Lancashire and Frasier alum David Hyde Pierce as Julia and Paul Child. The cast will also include Brittany Bradford, Frank Kranz, Fiona Glascott, Bebe Neuwirth, Isabella Rossellini, and Jefferson Mays. Production is scheduled to resume in the late spring in Boston, where the pilot episode was filmed. Sarah Aubrey, the streaming service head of original content, said in a statement, we're so happy to help bring the incomparable Julia Child back to the small screen, when we need her more than ever. This show looks into her life, marriage, and trailblazing career as she transforms the way that we talk about food is an absolute delight. Child died in 2004 at the age of 91. Meryl Streep earned an Oscar nod for her performance as Julia Child in the movie Julie and Julia. Animal Kingdom is coming back with a 6th and final season on TNT. The crime family drama stars Sean Halsey, Ben Robson, Jake Weary, Finn Cole, Leah George, Rigo Sanchez, and John Beavers. Season 5 is set to air this summer. A synopsis of the upcoming show says, Pope, Craig, Duran, and Jay are still dealing with the fallout from the events surrounding Smurf's death, including family members out for revenge. With their kingdom without a leader, the Codys struggle to maintain their fragile alliance and to see which of them will come out on top. Meanwhile, they search for more information on Pamela Johnson, whom Smurf made the beneficiary of her estate. And back in 1984, an increasingly volatile 29-year-old Smurf is forging her own path, raising Pope and Julia, and leading the charge on dangerous jobs with new and old friends. Ellen Barkin played Smurf Cody on the series for 4 seasons. AMC said Thursday fans can expect fresh episodes of The Walking Dead as well as its spin-off Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead World Beyond in 2021. Season 10 of The Walking Dead and the analysis program Talking Dead will be back on February 28th, while Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead will kick off in the spring. Season 2 of The World Beyond, Season 11 of The Walking Dead, and Season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead will all debut later this year. The franchise is based on the popular graphic novel series about survivors of a zombie apocalypse. Angela Bassett said she met Chadwick Boseman years before they starred together in Black Panther. The 62-year-old actress discussed on Wednesday's episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon how she first met Boseman, who died in August while she was a student at Howard University. Bassett received an honorary doctorate degree from Howard University in 2000. She said, "I go there. It was a great time, a great experience whatsoever. You know, life goes on. You go back to doing your thing." Years later, Bassett and Boseman were cast as Queen Ramonda and T'Challa, aka Black Panther, in Black Panther. The pair shared a hair and makeup trailer while filming the movie in 2017 and spending hours and hours together on set. On the night of Black Panther's glorious premiere, Bassett said Boseman surprised her by reminding her that they had previously met. She said, "We're getting ready to leave. Let me go say hello." And I finish him and give him an embrace. It just had been incredible. And he whispers in my ear, he said, "When you got your honorary degree, I was the student that escorted you throughout that day." Bassman said she was blown away by Boseman's revelation. The actor said, "I couldn't believe that he held that back from me until this very moment. While we were shooting, the whole entire time, but he finally shared it." And she said, "And you know, so many times you meet young people and they say, 'Oh, I want to work with you one day.' And you know that, and you say, 'Yeah, I hope so too.' But you know how rare that can be. But we actually did." Boseman died at the age of 43 in August after privately battling colon cancer. Bassett paid tribute to Boseman on Instagram following the actor's death. She wrote, "This young man's dedication was awe-inspiring, his smile contagious, his talent unreal. So I paid tribute to a beautiful spirit, a consummate artist, a soulful brother. Thou art not dead, but flown afar. All you possess, Chadwick, you free gave. Rest now, sweet prince." Bassett plays Athena Grant on the Fox series 911, which returned for a 4th season next week. Riz Ahmed is opening up about his super intimate wedding. The 38-year-old actor discussed his secret wedding to novelist Fatima Fareen Mirza during Wednesday's episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Ahmed said he didn't purposely keep his wedding secret, but was unsure how much to share online. He says, "It was a weird one, isn't it? I guess because we live in a social media age, if you don't get on the megaphone about stuff, it's like, is it a secret? But I never know how much it's oversharing." Ahmed said he married Mirza at a small gathering in their backyard. He said it was kind of interesting doing it with COVID and everything going on. Obviously, it kept it super intimate and socially distanced. There was hardly anyone there. We did it in the backyard, which was nice in a lot of ways. He added, "I think the nicest thing about it was you didn't have to have 500 aunties hanging around pinching your cheeks. No disrespect to the aunties, but Asian weddings are big." Ahmed shared Mirza's name after previously declining during an interview with Louis Theroux's Grounded podcast. Ahmed said he first met Mirza randomly in New York while he was prepping for his role in Sound of Metal. He says, "We just both sat down at the same table in a cafe where we were both turned up to write. We struck up a friendship and then we reconnected down the line." In Sound of Metal, Ahmed plays Ruben, a drummer in a metal band who begins losing his hearing. The movie co-stars Olivia Cook and Paul Raci and premiered on Amazon Prime Video in December. Ahmed is also known for the films Jason Bourne and Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and the HBO miniseries The Night of. Queen Sugar creator Ava DuVernay announced Thursday that the show was renewed for a 6th season. DuVernay tweeted, "Without joy to continue Queen Sugar with our partners at OWN, Warner Brothers. On behalf of every at Array Now, producer, customer, editor, grip, writer, cast, crew member, we're delighted to delve into our 6th season, and we'll see you February 16th for season 5. Showrunner Anthony Sparks wrote in his own post Hashtag Queen Sugars, hashtag Season 6, news is out. Been hard at work on hashtag Season 5 and hashtag Season 6. Who would have thought a show about black sugar cane farmers would have 6 vibrant seasons in it? I did. Stay tuned. More news from Kid Sparks to come. The show is about 3 siblings who run a Louisiana sugarcane farm after the death of their father. It stars Rutina Wesley, Don Leigh Gardner, Kofi Sebroy, Nicholas Ash, Greg Vaughn, Bianca Lawson, Tina Lifford, Omar J. Dorsey, Henry J. Sanders, and Tommen Kyle Durant. Actor, filmmaker, and philanthropist Tyler Perry will be presented with the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, an Oscar statuette at the 93rd Oscar ceremony in the spring. The motion picture and television fund, which provides emotional and financial support to the entertainment industry members and their families during times of need, will also receive the award. The MPTF Twitter account says, "We're beyond honored to receive the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award at the Academy. Thank you so much for making us the first organization to receive this award and singling out our efforts for the past 100 years. The Oscars honoring excellence in cinema. This year's event is slated to air April 25th on ABC. Academy President David Rubin said in a statement Thursday, "There have been such widespread generosity in our industry that limiting the Hersholt Humanitarian Award to one recipient this year in particular was impossible. So we are breaking with tradition and giving 2 awards to honor that spirit." Perry's cultural influence extends far beyond his work as a filmmaker. He has quietly and steadily focused on humanitarian and social justice causes from the beginning of his career, caring for people who are more often ignored. The work of the MPTF is more vital than ever, and the organization has gone above and beyond to help our community. The sheer number of individuals and families from every corner of our industry workforce aided during the pandemic and over the last 100 years is nothing short of extraordinary. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts announced its 5 honorees for Lifetime Achievement Awards on Wednesday. Choreographer and actor Debbie Allen, singer-songwriter and activist Joan Baez, singer-songwriter Garth Brooks, violinist Midori, and actor Dick Van Dyke will receive Lifetime Achievement honors. The 43rd Kennedy Center Awards were postponed from December due to ongoing COVID-19 concerns. Originally rescheduled for March, the 2021 honors now have events scheduled from May 17th to the 22nd, with the gala broadcast June 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. The Kennedy Center also postponed its Mark Twain Prize for American Humor until June 20th. PBS will air the Mark Twain Awards at a later date. Kennedy Center Chairman David M. Rubenstein praised the 5 latest nominees in a statement. Rubenstein said, "Debbie Allen moves seamlessly between artistic discipline and is a cultural ambassador for all while having a monumental impact on dancers of color everywhere. Folk icon Joan Baez breathed new life into the genre and powered rock music towards social and political consciousness. As one of the world's best-selling music artists, Garth Brooks heightened country music's profile like no other singer before him. With an international presence for over 35 years, violinist Midori combined graceful precision and expression for performances, building connections between art and the human experience. Van Dyke, Rubenstein says, with the charm that has made him one of the most cherished performers in show business history, Dick Van Dyke has brought his beloved film, stage, and TV characters added by generations of fans for more than 7 decades. The 2021 Kennedy Center events will combine live film tributes to the nominees and virtual moments, according to the Center's press release. Performance and tributes will occur on stage at the Center's Washington, D.C. camps, including the Front Plaza, Grand Foyer, and Opera House. Plans for in-person events are subject to change as the Center continues to monitor COVID-19. Siegfried and Roy magician Siegfried Fischbacher has died. Fischbacher's rep confirmed Thursday to NBC News that Fischbacher died Wednesday at his home in Las Vegas following a battle with pancreatic cancer. He was 81. The Washington Post also reported Fischbacher's death. Fischbacher was an illusionist and entertainer who performed with Roy Horn as Siegfried and Roy. The duo's Las Vegas act featured glittering costumes and elaborate illusions involving big cats and other animals. Horn died at the age of 75 in May after experiencing complications from COVID-19. Siegfried and Roy first met as teens and launched their Siegfried and Roy show in 1967. The duo began their residency at the Mirage in Las Vegas in 1989 and performed there until 2003 when a Dwight Tiger critically injured Horn on stage. MGM Resorts, which owns the Mirage, played tribute to Fischbacher in a tweet Thursday. The post reads, "The passing of Siegfried Fischbacher marks the end of an era. Siegfried and Roy had a vision for the kind of entertainment spectacular the world at large had never seen before. We are grateful for all they meant to MGM Resorts, Las Vegas, and to the world of entertainment." Joanne Rogers, the wife of the late children's television icon Fred Rogers, has died, a rep said Thursday. She was 92. The organization said in a statement Thursday, the loving partner of Fred Rogers for more than 50 years, she continued their shared commitment to support children and family after his death as the chair of the board of the Fred Rogers production. Joanne was a brilliant and accomplished musician, a wonderful advocate for the arts, and a dear friend to everyone in our organization. We extend our heartfelt condolences to Joanne's family and to the thousands of people who had the privilege of knowing and loving her. No cause of death was disclosed. Joanne was seen campaigning for President-elect Joe Biden in recent months. She said, "I think we all need somebody like Biden who can give us little pats on the back." The city of Pittsburgh, the Rogers' longtime home, called Joanne one of its favorite neighbors. The city's Twitter feed said, "Joanne and Fred forever changed our city. Thank you for your dedication to at Fred Rogers Pro, at WQED, our children, and our community." Fred Rogers, host of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood from 1968 to 2001, died of stomach cancer in 2003 at the age of 74. Tom Hanks and Marianne Plunkett played Fred Rogers and Joanne Rogers in the 2019 biopic A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Dustin Diamond's representatives announced on Facebook Thursday that the Saved by the Bell alum is battling cancer. An official statement from Team Dustin said, "At this time, we confirm that Dustin does have cancer. Dustin will disclose more information once it's available and a plan moving forward is made. We ask everyone to respect Dustin's privacy during this difficult time. All positivity and prayers are appreciated." People.com said it confirmed Tuesday that Diamond had been hospitalized for an unknown illness. TMZ reported the 44-year-old actor sought treatment in Florida last weekend after feeling pain all over his body. His publicist told UsMagazine.com Tuesday the medical staff is currently running tests on Dustin, and they are hoping to get answers soon. Saved by the Bell was a teen sitcom that initially ran from 1988 to 1993. Diamond was not part of the revival of the show that debuted last year. Ariana Grande announced a remix of her song 34 plus 35 Thursday. Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat will join Grande for the remix. Grande shared a picture on Instagram with a caption that simply read "Tonight" with a heart emoji. The drawing shows an artist's rendering of the three singers, with 34 plus 35 remix in black dripping text as if it were wet paint. Grande had teased the 34 plus 35 remix in an Instagram post on January 13th. She had blank outlines and question marks in the place of Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, teasing who her collaborators would be. 34 plus 35 comes off Grande's 2020 album, Positions, released October 30th. It was the #1 album on Billboard 200 charts in its first 2 weeks. The 16 tracks on Positions includes the title track, Shut Up, and 630. Doja Cat already collaborated on the Positions track, Motive. Other collaborations on Positions include The Weekend on Off the Table and Ty Dolla $ign with Safety Net. Grande recently appeared on Mariah Carey's Magical Christmas special on Netflix. The streaming service also released Grande's concert film, Excuse Me, I Love You. The Foo Fighters are back with new music. The rock band released a song, Waiting on a War, on Thursday. In a post on Twitter, Foo Fighters frontman Dave Grohl said he wrote Waiting on a War for his 11-year-old daughter Harper. Grohl says he wants a more hopeful future for his children. He says, as a child growing up in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., I always was afraid of war. I had nightmares of missiles in the sky and soldiers in my backyard, most likely brought upon by the political tensions of the early 1980s and my proximity of the nation's capital. My youth was spent under the dark cloud of a hopeless future. Last fall, as I was driving my 11-year-old daughter to school, she turned to me and asked, "Daddy, is there going to be a war?" My heart sank in my chest as I looked in her innocent eyes, because I realized that she now's living under the same dark cloud of a hopeless future that I felt 40 years ago. Grohl said the conversation with his daughter inspired him to write Waiting on a War that same day. The Star says, every day waiting for the sky to fall, is there more than just this to do? Is there more than just waiting on a war? Because I need more, we all do. He added, this song was written for my daughter Harper, who deserves a future just as every child does. Grohl has 3 daughters, Harper, Violet, 14, and Ophelia, 6, with his wife, Jordan Bloom. And finally, here are the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of January 16th. Number 10, Gabby Barnett with I Hope. Number 9, AJR with Bang. Number 8, Drake featuring Lil Durk with Laugh Now, Cry Later. Number 7, Dua Lipa with Levitating, featuring DaBaby. Number 6, Justin Bieber with Anyone. Number 5, Chris Brown with Go Crazy. Number 4, Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper with Holy. Number 3, The Weeknd with Blinding Lights. Number 2, Ariana Grande with Positions. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of January 16th, 24 Golden with Mood. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, January 15th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.